Hello, my name is Amanda Fleming, and I'm here today to talk to you about gangs and children. A lot of times we focus on gangs and how, oh, well, they affect adults, and adults are the ones that are involved in gangs. But really, a lot of children are being involved in gangs nowadays, and they're extremely affected by gangs. For me, growing up, my parents worked at a children's home, and we worked in the teenage boys' cottage. So you can imagine a lot of the boys that were coming in to the children's home and to our house, a lot of them had either parents as gang members or just were involved in gang activity themselves. And so they had this concept that gangs is what they wanted to live for. And this just affected and skewed their mentality of so much different things. And it really affected them growing up to the point to where most of my foster brothers that I had, which is about over 40, most of them are involved in gangs today, which is very, very sad. But there is a way to stop this that I believe is really, truthfully God-honoring, and that's through mentorship. I want to show you a picture. This boy, right here to the right, he is, and you can see that he's wearing red. He is involved in a gang called the Bloods. Now the Bloods are a very dangerous gang, and you can just see how it does affect children. And I just want to show you a quick picture. This is of one of my brothers to the left, and he came into the children's home with gang knowledge, not necessarily involved in the gang, but right when he left the children's home, he started getting involved in gang activity, and now he is continually in gang activity, just living that lifestyle. Now, most of the kids at children's home or even in at-risk neighborhoods do not receive mentorship. Their mentorship is either of a parent, which is most likely in a gang, or a relative, or the block leader. And so they don't really have anyone to look up to. The person that they look up to is someone in a gang. Now, biblically, what can we do, especially as Christians? As Christ followers, we are called to invest in others. In Titus 2, 1 through 8, you see just Paul telling the church to, younger women need to be invested, younger men need to be invested. And so it's just a constant investing in one another. And that's something that mentorship does. A verse in the Bible, just going to read it from here, it says, "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I am with you always, even to the end of age." And that's found in Matthew 28, 19 through 20. Now that verse is the final calling of what that Jesus commanded his disciples. And so as Christ followers, it is important to be able to also make disciples, and that's a part of mentorship. So I really want to urge you to consider mentorship. If you are considering a big program that's a great program, especially for kids at risk, is Big Brothers and Big Sisters. So thank you just so much for taking the time, and if you want to get involved with that, please do.